Good evening and welcome to another fun-packed episode of Mind the Step. I'm sat here with the infamous Mr. Arthur Brown. Mr. Brown, did we get to you too quickly?
Yeah. I mean, I was summoned out of the bath actually, and I do like to look,
That's the weirdest bathing cap I've ever seen.
Keep on wishing something will come along. Hold me strong. And they're gonna say my blues are gone away. Yes, I've been traveling.
Tell us all about your long and illustrious career.
Well, it started, it went on, and then it finished.
And here we
well,
are.
it hasn't finished yet.
Every time I get there,
There's always a different face, and it keep me traveling on because I love those traveling blues. All right.
Do you still have your I won't
The
say
crown.
helmet, the crown with the fire?
It's the fourth generation now, and one of the other ones belongs to my brother, and he's got plants growing out of it. And we have a thing with my two sons, who are now of an age, where we're going to have hereditary gods of hellfire. And so,
Really?
yeah, and we're going to have, like, say, the 4th of July. Well, it won't be because we don't want to compete. Say the 3rd of June, 6 in the morning, and we'll all light up wherever we are in the world. We'll put on the helmet and light it.
never you wanna find, you're never gonna be there. My soul to find you, pick up my tongue off and my soul.
You gotta bet.
Rock and roll, yeah. My time is coming, but I ain't.
Tell us, Arthur, what are you up to at the moment? You've been telling me there's some interesting things you're doing. Give us a quick
I'm
rendition.
involved with Ray Davies's Meltdown.
Cool.
So one night headliner there. I've got a tour in the autumn with 40 concerts with a German band. And then the Crazy World, at the moment we've got a huge show with big figures and projections, and quite mad.
Blues all night long.
I feel like a guinea pig just in front of a bale of straw. I think I'll curl up and go to sleep some more. Baby, I've had just enough of those traveling blues. Traveling.
I'm on the sofa with Mr. Paul Gallagher. Paul, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, Gareth.
Historically, you are the older of the Gallagher brothers.
Yep.
You were the first guitar-playing Gallagher. Is that not correct?
Yeah, but I was doing it so badly, I passed it on.
So did you have lessons, or?
No, we couldn't afford lessons. It was a case of, let's copy your mate at school.
You started to give the guitar to
I discovered girls, give Noel a guitar.
give Noel the guitar, and then he locked himself away
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
in a bedroom and played. The brothers became a band
'91, Liam formed a band called Oasis.
Right. So Liam formed the band.
Liam formed the band, yeah, with Bonhead, Gwigsy, and Tony McCarroll, and then Noel was a roadie for the Spiral Carpets, and he come back from tour and he heard Liam sing and he says, "I'll write your songs," and off they went. It was '92, early '92.
And you, at that time, also joined Creation as an A&R.
Yeah, I was a scout in Manchester for a couple of years for Creation, and yeah, Manchester at that time was just getting on my nerves. You know, you'd go to a club like Hacienda to see a band, and bouncers didn't want to kill you for reasons unknown because I was obviously beautiful, and you know they wanted to rearrange my face. So it was decided I better move to London. So I did in '96.
And you worked alongside Three Colours Red?
Three Colours Red later on, about '98, yeah, Chris McCormack.
Now, you were talking earlier about Bravo.
Yeah, cheers, Gary.
No worries, mate.
That was done in confidence.
You were involved with Bravo.
Well,
tell us the story, Paul.
Slightly. This is what happened. I was working at Creation, and because Creation was such a trendy label,
Yeah.
I'd get requests to do loads of things. Now I got someone, Charles Bronson, the geezer in jail,
Wow.
written me a letter and asked me could he do a song with Oasis. I was like, wow, you got geezer in prison all his life. He's writing me a letter. I'm like, oh, this is freaky, man. Imagine he'd come out and kill me if I said no.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa. And then you'd get offered loads of other stuff. And then Bravo Channel wanted me to do something, to pick a boy band, form a boy band and pick it for Bravo TV. And I was like, wow, this is freaky. And the amount of freaks, I do feel for Simon Cowell because I know what he goes through. I got every waster on earth who had cable TV. Can I be in your band? I was like, oh. It was embarrassing. And the only reason why I remember this because I was out the other night and this girl reminded me.
So did you pick a band at the end or not?
I think I quit.
Oh, did you?
I think after 3 shows I went, 3 parts, I think this is not me.
So did they actually rehearse in front of you? Or
Yeah, it was
and you had to-
embarrassing. Well, you had to tell people, no, get off, no. It was like a freak show.
So you were the original Simon Cowell then, you were there.
Yeah, on Bravo.
So DJing, which is what you do now,
Yeah, pretty much so.
when was the morph into DJing? What sort of turned you on to DJing?
Well, my dad was a DJ. He was a country and western Irish DJ. And him, like me, if he was, say he went out to an Irish club, he wouldn't like the music being played. So he go, I can do that. And he's got his own gear and off he went.
Wow.
We'd carry his gear and he'd, make us sit there for 10 hours, have a bottle of Coke, play pool with the locals. And that's it. We go on. We were roadies at the age of 12 or something.
You're the older brother. You're Paul Gallagher. Your 2 brothers start a band, and the band begins to move forward.
Yeah.
How does the generic of the family change? I mean, were you close brothers? You being the oldest.
Yeah. We've always been a close family.
And how? But
Generics change when egos come into it. When you have the Noel camp, the Liam camp, the this camp, the that camp. When you've got people telling you you're wonderful, your ego will go through the roof. And nobody ever told me I was great, so mine remained the same. And that's,
Did you find that you became a mediator? Because their conflicts were publicised.
You try. But you can't take sides, you see. But I've always been close to Liam, because he's my younger brother, but that's not to say I'm not close to Noel either. It's just that he's more aloof, shall we say, than Liam. But we've had a few spats in the past. I've had to break up a few things.
How did that affect you?
I was crazy. You got to understand, I was from Manchester. And, I knew a lot of people anyway. We do. Manchester's not that big in musical terms. You know pretty much everyone. But yeah, the height of the fame, 96. I mean, standing in my mum's front garden reading out a statement to the world's media that they're not splitting up was bizarre. People knocking on my door from the CSA saying, this kid or this girl I never met is my baby. I'm like, whoa, this is bizarre. It was all bizarre. It's just, you couldn't explain it. Mental.
Wow. I have one last question for you. Do you ever think they'll perform together again?
I was at Rock on St. Paris when they split up, when they had that fight, and I've seen better fights, to be fair. But at the time when they split, I thought that was it. But now, I'd say maybe within 5 years there might be some movement. But not at the moment, they're still not speaking, so.
Tell us to watch this space.
Well, I don't know, you'll be watching space for a long time. I'm just saying within 5 years it could happen.
Okay. Paul, absolute pleasure.
Right, guys.
Thanks for coming along.
No worries, mate.
Mr. Paul Gallagher.
Well, there you go.
I've heard through the grapevine, Clint Westwood is in town. Clint, what's going on, man?
I think a lot of people, they kind of say you can get inspiration for a song wherever you are. Could be the sun on the side of a mountain, could be the wheat blowing in a field. And this song's about a plumber from Birmingham who split up with his wife. It's called The Plumber's Divorce. Oh no, is this the end? Has our love been flushed and gone around the U-bends? Your cistern, seems all dried up. It's years since you touched my ball cart. It's time to go. It's overflowed. Overflow. It's come to the head. We'll burn the letters and return the gifts. To give back that spanner you gave to me really is a wrench for me. It's time to go. It's overflow. Do you remember 10 years ago when you fell for my charms? I'd shower you with gifts and you would sink into my arms. But the taps of love have ceased, and all that's left is pain and shouting. I wish I could retile your heart and replace your loose grouting. Oh, flow, I'll make things straight. I only hope that you got time to wait. 'Cause there's some other jobs I gotta do, but I can fit you in sometime next June. It's time to go. It's over. Don't tell me that it's overflow. Don't tell me that it's overflow. Don't tell me that it's overflow. It's overflow.
The music industry and the success and the attention can be contagious. However, as Oscar Wilde once eloquently wrote, the only thing worse in the world than being talked about is not being talked about.
We have a lovely, lovely treat for you today. We have from across the water, Miss Alexia Chullen.
The song is about a book called The Witch of Portobello. She walks the land with such courage. And she walks the land with such love.
I am with the lovely, the luscious, the adorable, the gorgeous. She couldn't come. No, I'm with Sophie Corbet. Hello, Sophie.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, are you dry? Ving here today? Sorry, are you dry? Andra,
Could you introduce me again and not make that terrible joke?
It was a good joke.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
Okay,
I like
okay.
the hat. We match.
We do, darling.
Should we do a Yo Valley advert? Do you think? Have you seen that?
I love it.
Yeah, we shouldn't
I
advertise.
think they're brilliant.
I think they're great with all that. So tell me,
Yeah,
you've
sorry.
launched a new fashion line.
Marvin and Maud.
Marvin and Maud.
Yes.
And it's is it throwback or tell us about Marvin and Maud?
Throwback.
Well, retro.
Oh.
Don't make this hard for me.
No,
Don't-
okay,
you
okay.
promised.
No, I know.
You promised.
I'm your friend.
Okay.
No, it's. I love it. It's kind of at the moment. I'm heading for kind of. It's Bohemian. It's quite Native American Indian, Bohemian.
Because you're quite a sort of retro-y, cool chick dresser, aren't you? Really.
I like my gear. I always have.
Show us your shoes.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, go on. Legs up.
Which one's cameras on? This one. This
yeah,
one.
that one. That one. That one.
This
Go
one.
on, lift them up. Just they'll catch you. They'll catch you. Look at those. Look at those. Those legs can tap dance and wrap around anything. They're fantastic. How's the husband? Just
He's
thought I'd
very-
mention that.
he's
Good.
very well.
Yeah.
He's just
Thought I'd
round
get
there.
that in. Yeah, no. And he's bigger than me. Hello, Gordon. Sorry. Yeah, lovely. Good choice. Good choice. So, and we're doing the Vintage by Hemingway exhibition, aren't we? You're doing
Yeah,
some
we are.
things, and you're doing some flowery.
I'm going to
bits.
make some bespoke stuff for you,
Cool. That's great.
for your
Stuff.
yeah, for
My
your
stuff.
Hutchins guitars.
Now, I've got to say, I've always wanted. May I mention the fact that you're very tall for a Corbet?
Yeah, I'm quite tall for a Corbett. Well,
Because-
my mum is tall.
Is she?
Yeah.
Because your father's Ronnie
Yes.
and your mother is
Anne.
Anne,
Yeah.
as opposed to not Ronnie. But she was a singer, wasn't she?
Yeah. She was like a leading lady for the Crazy Gang, Max Wall, Tommy Trinder.
Well,
She was a leading lady.
I saw a plaque in Brighton the other day on a house in Brighton. Oh no, it wasn't Max. It was Max Miller. That was.
well, he's great too, babe.
Yeah. Did your mother work with him?
I was actually christened in Hove.
That went well.
I was christened in Hove.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite exciting.
Good Lord. Now then, I've always wanted to do this. Speckle up, because that's it. We're going now.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah,
Okay,
the
that was
starting
easy,
one.
wasn't
But
it?
yes, put it on. We're going to do this.
Okay.
I have to say, okay, let's go. It's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Good night.